Good afternoon, 47. Your destination is Marrakesh, Morocco, where civil riots are looming. Your targets are private banker Klaus Strandberg and Army General Reza Zaidan, two of the conspirators in a sinister plot to overthrow Morocco's fragile government. Strandberg, a former bank CEO who stole billions of dollars worth of savings from the Moroccan people, was facing trial for investment fraud. But early this morning, a band of heavily armed mercenaries freed Strandberg from his prison transport, resulting in the death of several police officers. Strandberg now takes refuge at his native Swedish consulate, in front of which crowds of angry protesters have gathered, demanding his handover to Moroccan authorities. We believe General Zaidan orchestrated Strandberg's escape to infuriate the public and spark nationwide riots, allowing Zaidan to impose martial law. Operating out of a field HQ at a nearby abandoned school, he will no doubt use the riots to depict the Rabat government as weak and inept, and persuade the general staff to support a fully fledged military coup in the name of national security. Our client, building contractor Hamilton Lowe, who stands to lose a fortune in government contracts, has hired us to prevent the coup d'etat. To do so, you need to paralyze Zaidan's rebel forces and prevent the riots from escalating further, hence the double contract. This is quite the political powder keg, 47, so be careful. The fate of a nation is at stake. I will leave you to prepare. Welcome to Marrakesh, 47. The situation grows more tense by the minute. The consulate is under lockdown, but the protests are only a stone throw away from full-blown riots, and Zaidan won't hesitate to unleash his troops. So whatever you're planning, time is of the essence. Good luck, 47.
right there? Oh, hey,
Excuse me. Hey, I'm back. You remember me? No? Well, I gotta bring some of that pottery back.
How's your father?
Doing well, thanks for asking. He's upstairs right now working on this novel of his, some kind of political thriller, I think. You know, airport lit.
Oh, that's nice. So he doesn't miss the old school?
Well, he was headmaster for 30 years, and he still carries around the master key. You know, the one that fits all the locks. He doesn't seem to be able to part with the damn thing, but that's nostalgia for you.
Well, maybe now he'll be a famous writer instead.
The old headmaster of the school Zaydan is using as his field HQ lives right above the carpet shop. According to his son, he kept the school's master key out of nostalgia. Supposedly, this opens any lock in the building.
And maybe my carpets are magical.
Oh, give your old man some credit, Marwin. He might surprise you yet. Anyway, got to run. See you around.
Yep, up and away.
okay. Let's see this one.
Razeen keeps coming down here to check on the prisoner. I hear they were close, so what'd he do, poor bastard?
The way I heard it, his brother was one of the policemen who got killed on the Merchant Tax Strandberg's prison transport. So he got cold feet, tried to blow the lid on the whole operation.
Not smart.
But
According to the soldiers, the condemned prisoner in the cell was a close friend of Zaydan. However, when his brother, a Marrakesh police officer, was killed during Strandberg's breakout, the prisoner decided to betray Zaydan and go public. Alas, he was caught before he could thwart the coup d'etat.
human. I'm just glad I wasn't fit for the firing squad.
I hear you.
You're in. Good work, 47. Now to locate General Zaydan.
cracked up to be. I tell ya, I don't care what anyone says. That Zady's not always cracked up to be. He likes to pretend that he's solid or something. But he's just a guy with a shiny uniform and an ego to match. I hear you, brother.
Maybe.
There's always a way. Think, son.
Dismissed. You're dismissed. General. You're dismissed. General Satan's orders.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're dismissed. General Satan's orders.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
That is General Reza Zaidan, Keeper of the Peace.
Orders. You're dismissed. General Satan's orders.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You should always...
And I would do it again. Reza.
I am sorry.
And proudly, you're a monster, Reza.
I am sorry about your brother. He wasn't supposed to have been on the prison transport. But you know what they say about omelets. And he died for a cause.
To line the pockets of your mysterious backers.
I didn't say it was a good cause.
Right. Well, this was lovely. Now, please leave.
That's it? No threats? No, I'll kill you if it's the last thing I do.
Reza. Oh, I will kill you if it's the last thing I do.
Honey, no, Wanda, listen. That was one time.
You're dismissed. General Satan's orders.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any minute now.
Someone in here? Hello? Any frickin' minute. Is someone in here? Hello?
Zaidan won't expect resistance from a tied-up prisoner.
time to decide. What should I do? Well, don't tell me you're sleeping, Side.
Target down. Move on to Klaus Strandberg.
So what do you...
blood sugar? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is one of those times.
Oh, so where is this guy anyway?
He'll be here. And you...
Klaus.
Oh, well, if you're not worried, Tyler, then I'm not worried. This is a very important interview. I mean, it's certainly... Not like it's an exclusive or anything.
Pam, you remember that talk we had about low blood sugar? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is one of those times.
is this guy anyway?
Be here, and you...
Klaus Strandberg has agreed to an exclusive interview with celebrity GNN reporter Pam Kingsley, no doubt to enrage the public even further. This could be a way inside the lockdown consulate, and the replacement cameraman, a local freelancer, is yet to arrive.
Have a banana.
Hello, soldier. Mr. Tough Guy, and I meant that in a good way.
Can I see your invite, please? You're good. Thank you for your cooperation, sir.
How are you, sir? Hey. I salute you.
Members of the Free Press are always welcome. Hey, camera guy.
Look, your guy's clearly late. Maybe he just took the money and made a dash.
Finally, where have you been?
Sorry. Streets unsafe.
Pam, change the GIU.
Just a minute. Just a minute. All right. Just like your danger is complete. Open the gate.
Thanks for responding so quickly. We never expected something like this.
Okay, remember, technically, Stromberg has not been convicted of any crime. So, we're not allowed to ask directly about the location of the second building. Stick to the facts.
I got it.
Accusation, crime, Stromberg's dramatic breakout. You know, get his side of the story.
Tyler, I got this.
Right. And you, aim and shoot. This is it, guys. Big one.
You made it. Most
shots,
impressive,
okay?
47. Now to locate Klaus Strandberg.
GNN News. My name is Pearson. Mr. Strandberg is ready for you. Follow me, please. I must say I was surprised that Consul Olander authorized this interview. Adding fuel to the fire, I should think. But that is not my call. Nevertheless, you must understand that the building is on high alert. If the situation evolves, you will be evacuated without protest. Yes?
Well, let's just hope it doesn't come to that, Miss Pearson.
gathering crowd of admirers, politicians. Aha, capital, you made it. Come on in. Come in, good. Pam Kingsley, a pleasure. I watch your show all the time. You're even more lovely in the flesh. And this is...
Tyler Clark, producer. And this is our cameraman, Finley.
Tyler and Finley. Splendid. Well, let's do this, shall we? Where do you want me? The light is nice over here. Not that I want to tell you boys how to do your jobs, good heavens.
Well, right here is fine, Mr. Strandberg. Sit down, make yourself comfortable, and we'll be ready in no time.
Oh, no, please, please. Call me Klaus.
Okay, I think we're set. Roll when you're ready.
Camera rolling.
Hey, you got a sec? Think you could do something about the lights? Upstairs somewhere? Thanks, bud.
Okay, we're ready if you want.
Access to the consulate and first row seats for the interview. Nicely done, 47.
Sir, out of my way.
Hey.
We need all the cameras we can get today, sir.
None of those transactions were illegal. Everything was done in strict accordance with law. You might call it a loophole. You might call it creative bookkeeping. But the law is the law, Miss Kingsley, and I'm a firm believer in the law.
Let me get this straight, Mr. Strandberg. You are openly admitting to taking this money, the $7 billion from the Moroccan people?
Why not? An opportunity presented itself, and I seized it. Again, all within the confines of the law. So, what should I apologize for? Being a capitalist? Perhaps the term has fallen out of favor with your middle-class viewers, Miss Kingsley, but me? I bear that brand proudly. Capital C.
If you are innocent, in the eyes of the law, why did violent assailants spring you from police custody this morning, claiming the lives of 6 police officers?
That, I'm afraid, I cannot answer. Some philanthropist, sympathetic to my ordeal, no doubt. I appreciate the gesture, but the approach was somewhat excessive, really quite unnecessary. I would have walked free eventually once justice had run its due course.
Mr. Strandberg, hundreds are gathered outside this very building, howling for your blood. Is there anything you wish to say to them?
Two little words. Fuck you.
Pam, we need to call it a wrap.
everything we needed.
Okay, I think we're done.
Now head towards an exit.
Cameraman, go ahead.
Camera guy. I don't know. Insist on shaking hands with everybody.
There has been a terrible accident. Please proceed to the lobby. Emergency procedure. Right now. Let's go. Attention all personnel. This is a level 4.
Hey, do you think...
Compromised. But I don't understand. There is no sign of forced entry, no alarms, nothing.
One of my people has gone missing in Johannesburg. A key bearer.
I wish I'd been informed. Still, the system demands 2 keys, and the rest are all accounted for.
Except for your late predecessors.
Cobb? But his plane went down over the Pacific. It was an accident.
Such was the conclusion at the time. Yes. People die, Mr. Fannin. Happens all the time, even to us. It seems like a conspiracy. Probably isn't. And yet, the failed coup in Morocco, the ether virus. Someone knows about us. There was a pattern and I failed to see it. Providence is under attack.
How much was there?
Money. Not money, Mr. Fannin. Information on all of our assets and operatives. Like you. Dig a trench, Director. And make it a deep one. Because none of you are safe anymore. Thank you.